All right, 30-second setup check-in. So posture super important, but also little things like distance from the ball and the amount of forward bend that you have can change how your arms naturally hang down from your shoulders. So I'm always looking to see if we can get people into a fairly neutral position. When we do this, we'd like our weight just a little bit into the balls of our feet, so not all the way up on your toes, but I definitely don't want any amount of weight in your heels. We want to be athletic. We want to be able to move very efficiently, very cleanly. Another thing that I like to see is when these arms are hanging down from your shoulders, you should do this without having too much of a rounding of your spine. A little bit of the shoulders naturally arching, not a bad thing. And I'm going to give you a very simple check-in as far as how you can see whether most of these pieces are in a good spot. So we would define our toe line as kind of across the front of our shoes as we're addressing the golf ball. And we'd like that toe line to be parallel to our target line. We've talked about parallel left in the past. So I'm just going to use the front edge of this plate as a really good metric. So if I'm looking kind of across the front edge of this plate, my toes are lined up with this. And then as I align to this golf ball, weight's just a little bit more into the balls of my feet rather than balanced. And if my arms naturally hang down from my shoulders, this very leading edge of my right hand crosses my toe line. Some people are a little more upright, some people are a little more bent in posture. This should work fairly universally for most people. So if I start to get a little bit further away, if I get a little more sit down with my butt, if I start to get my hands just a little bit lower, my right hand, the tip of that right hand still crosses my toes, okay? And the reason that this works is no matter where your body is in forward bend, the eye line from your eyes straight down to your toes should kind of cross your hand as your hand hangs straight down from your shoulder. I really like this check-in. So there's a bunch of old ones that people have used. Try to go through and like as your arms are naturally hanging, allow your arm to move into the side to be able to grab the club. That one's great, but I don't think it addresses the postural piece. And then people also try to keep a fist width off your thigh. Well, for some people who bend a little more in posture, that might get your arms a bit further out. So some of those other checkpoints I don't think work well for people that have something that is a little bit outside of the normal range of posture. I think this eye line check of making sure for your irons you have it across the tip of that right hand is a great way to check in on this. By the time you get to fairway woods or driver, same concept applies. I just take it from the tip of the right knuckle into the tip of the left hand. And what that does is allow your arms to stretch slightly further away from you. Now my hands start to sit a bit more under my chin rather than my shoulders. Encourages a flatter, more around the body swing, sets your body up, maybe even a slightly bit more vertical, which is also going to do the same thing. That's a really good thing for a shot that you're not trying to hit down on as much. As soon as I start to get more vertical, my swing is going to get steeper. Start to get a little more up, and I start to get my arms a bit more out, that swing flattens out. All of those are really easy ways to encourage some good swing playing mechanics with a super simple check-in. Check your hands relative to your eye line. I think this visual is going to make it very easy to tell whether you're in the right spot. Take care.